Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back here with another video today. We're talking about who will the Golden State Warriors draft with the second overall pick in this year's NBA draft. So let's hop in, and before we do, let me hear your opinions down below in the comment section. If you do enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe for more NBA content like this. So, if the Warriors are in second place for the pick or second pick of the draft, I don't know why I said that, so weird, and they don't trade it, because this draft has the possibility of having a lot of trades happen due to the fact that not a lot of people want to participate in it. So with that being said, if the Golden State Warriors were to trade their pick, then this wouldn't be happening. But I do believe that they're going to keep their pick because they're trying to keep the dynasty going. They're trying to stay good. And Anthony Edwards would be going to the Timberwolves. If you did not see my last video, I had the Minnesota Timberwolves most likely taking Anthony Edwards. So, now the Golden State Warriors are on the clock. And who will the Golden State Warriors take? And, honestly, if I have to be truthful about it, I think it's James Wiseman. And they could surprise us with three guys, and they're right here. So we're going to talk about James Wiseman. First off, he has a 7'5" wingspan, 250 pounds. Look, first season, Marquise Chris and Kevin Looney can run the team's center position. They can run a committee, have James Wiseman come off the bench, play limited minutes, and focus on his development. Then, once those guys' deals expire, you don't have to re-sign him. You can get another guy through the draft to be James's backup, or get a cheap guy from free agency. And James Wiseman will be immediately able to contribute in his second season. He'll be able to contribute well this coming season, but even more, probably be an all-star second season if you take this route, letting Marquise Chris and Kevin Looney the first season, then have Draymond Green and James Wiseman, whoever else you want, run the center position. James Wiseman has the most upside with the less of the for the center position out of all the guys available. Now, for some reason, if you don't think James Wiseman will be able to become the player that you assume that he has the potential to be, then there's always Onyeka Okongwu, sorry if you hear my dog down below, she's like barking at something. Onyeka Okongwu is a 6'9". He reminds me a lot of Montrezl Harrell mixed with Bismack Biyombo. So he reminds me of 2015 to 2016 playoff edition Bismack Biyombo, but with the possibility of being a better offensive player than Montrezl Harrell currently is, if that makes sense. Montrezl Harrell is a great 6'9", knows how to throw around his weight. Very, very interesting guy to see play, to see do what. He's just a really good player, and I have a lot of confidence in Montrezl Harrell. He's a borderline all-star. And Onyeka Okongwu has the possibility of being, if he never develops offensively into a player like Montrezl Harrell, better than Montrezl Harrell, like with a jumper, he would be a player like 2015-2016 playoff edition Bismack Biyombo, a guy who could get you about 10 points a game, maybe 8. Guy who'll get you 10 rebounds a game and have two blocks and a half a game with a steal and a half a game, who will be a defensive prowess, who will anchor your defensive side for years to come. That's what he'll live at. Foremost, what you're getting with Onyeka Okongwu, you're going to get one of the best defensive centers in the league. Not from day one, maybe, but in 2 years, he will be one of the best centers in this whole league. I do firmly say that, because I do firmly believe that. Now, if we have to say the third outline guy, who will wrap this all back into everything, but the third outline guy that we don't know if you actually drafted is Denny. By this team, you will know go top 5. It'll definitely go Denny Avdija. A lot of you don't know who Denny Avdija is. Now, a lot of you are now starting to find out Denny Avdija is that Israeli guard, not guard, who's blown up. I've been telling people he reminds me of the Israeli Hedo Turkoglu, and everyone's like, he should be the number 1 pick then if he's as good as you say. Well, he is as good as I say, and he is being mentioned as being one of the number 1 picks. He might be one of the quickest players in the whole draft, or will be one of the quickest players in the NBA when he steps foot. So, Denny Avdija. The Warriors don't need him in the sense that he could fit, but look, if they get Denny Avdija, it means they're trying to get rid of somebody. And I don't think they're trying to get rid of something. They're trying to build something. That's why James Wiseman or Onyeka Okongwu were the most likely ones. But for say, Denny Avdija coming off the bench for the next 2 years. Then they let Klay Thompson walk. Move over the shooting guard Andrew Wiggins. Put at the small forward position, you put Denny Avdija. He runs a Hedo Turkoglu type point forward 3 guy who could maybe play some good D. And there you go. You got at the power forward position Eric Pascal, and then at the center position you keep Kevon Looney or Marquise Chris, whoever you like out there. Or keep going with committees. That still could be a really good guy. Obviously, you need to give him a few more years or more time to develop than the rest of these two other prospects that I was saying. Now, the reason I don't think they're going to go with Anthony Edwards is the same thing with the Denny Avita. Is Anthony Edwards is probably going to go number one, but they would have to follow the same model that I just said they would have to do for Denny Avita, is let him sit, and then let one of the guys walk or trade him, and then move in. It just would not be a good transition. It's just not the Warrior thing to do. The Warrior thing to do is to get James Wiseman, but the other Warrior thing to do is get Onyeka Okongwu, because they might believe Onyeka Okongwu has the bigger, higher ceiling. Also, you have to think about, I'm pretty sure Jerry West drafted Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, so the man who masterminded those players isn't there anymore, you could say, but I digress. I think they're going to go James Wiseman if I had to choose over Denny Avita and Onyeka Okongwu as the three guys. They're not going to go LaMelo Ball. People were like, oh, they could go LaMelo Ball. Why would they? Why would? We saw what D. Russell was there. D-Lo was there, and you saw it. Okay? But yeah, no. I have to say that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. So nice, guys. Peace out.